Today we're going to talk about Warspace and a secret to going through and getting ahead in this game. This is an amazing game that looks awesome. I like it, and I really like the art. I think they did a good job on the art. It's very colorful. It pops. It just looks good all together. This game is going to be coming out at the end of January, and I want to kind of do a quick overview and give you an idea of what I think you could do to get ahead. So if you're not familiar with this game, basically it's a farming game to start. You go ahead and get resources and you try to go ahead and make more resources. There's 4 resources. There's food, stone, gold, and wood. And you need to go ahead and balance these and try to build up your buildings. Your buildings will be a farm, which generates food, quarry, which generates stone, a gold mine, guess what that generates? Gold, obviously, and a lumber mill, which generates wood. It is a multi-system, so you can go ahead and upgrade up to 6 levels currently. In the AMA, I did see that they could technically go up to 12. How you do this is you just blend 3 of the same number 1s, and you'll get a number 2, for example. They have this new way of doing it called smart blending, which basically means 3 of 1 gets you the next level. But there is a chance that you will even get a better rarity. Or you could do 5 of 1 and get 2 commons on the next level. So this is very strategic right here, because my thought coming is I'm starting at level 1. Do I want to buy 3 epics to get the level 2 epic? And then buy 2 more epics to get the level 3 epic? I feel like the early on is to have commons. I think that's going to work better. And I think the 5 is a good idea to go ahead and jumpstart to get to the next level. So each time you do the 3 blend, you do have a chance of going through and getting a rare or an epic. What I would do is use the 5 to get up a few levels, and then when you're up nice and high, then try to go ahead and get it to the regular blend and try to take a chance with the luck in the last maybe like 3 stages. And if you hit a rare or an epic, then go ahead and start again and try to do the same thing again and again. And then eventually you'll go ahead and hit it and go to the next one. This gives you an idea of the rarity. And I think once everyone gets used to it, this might even be the new thing in games. They've taken blockchain to the next level in this game, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. Here we have 3 common lumbers, and it has an 89% to make a common, level 2, because it goes up a level, 10% for rare, or 1% for epic. And we're going to also talk about what other things I think you can do to get ahead as far as this game goes. And it's going to be picking the right resources. Do you go balanced? Do you go all one resource? Well, that's always a good question. Let's go ahead and get to that in a moment, though. Let's show you how well this game's moving right now. It is currently number 2 and is knocking on the doors of number 1. It probably will overtake number 1 shortly, especially if you look on the Atomic Hub. It looks like things are moving very nicely. These are just for commons, and if you want to go to rare, there's what you're looking for rare. It looks like the quarries and the lumbers are usually towards the beginning entry, and then after that you have farms, and then you have gold mines. So I feel like gold mines are highly coveted, and then you have the farm, and then the other 2. Which one would I go with? Well, it's tough what your idea is. If you're trying to win early on, from my understanding, these are some numbers I found online. This is going to be the total amount of resources they're going to have in the beginning of the game, not including resource packs, from my understanding. But food is going to be tough in the beginning, so food might need to be pushed a little more if this is correct. I guess we'll just have to see. Personally, I want to go 1 resource and go with it. I think the best way to do this is to have a friend that plays, and 1 goes lumber, 1 goes quarry, and trade, or just sell your stuff on the marketplace and buy the other one. Because if we look into this here and what makes what, for a stone quarry you need wood, and for a lumber mill you need stone. So you need the opposite with those 2. So if you're going to be running either of those and you're going to try to just go 1 straight out, you're going to not be able to upgrade. This brings up an interesting point because a lot of people like to just get the one resource that's highly coveted and just push that and keep going and keep going. And I think it's a good idea to go for one resource early on, and then you'll be able to get so high up that you'll be able to branch out and sell that and then build up other spots. So you get 5 slots in the game and you can put whatever you would like in the slots. You can hold unlimited though, so you can hold as many as you need to. And this just gives you an idea of what each level costs to run. Gold mine's going to make 5 gold, but it's going to cost 1 food, 1 gold. And the next level's here. This is for commons. And then if you go up to rares, what you're going to see then is gold is going to double in these first 3 numbers. And then the other 3 items, they're not going to double. Instead, their cost is going to go down. So I feel like gold in food's not going to be as heavy needed as people are thinking, but I could be wrong. We go to the next one and we look at epics. Epics don't require any food or gold at all. They just sit there and they just generate. So you're not even needing gold or food for the epic quality. This, brings up a lot of questions in my mind. You don't even need that then. All you need is to just sit there and let this cook. So in my mind, you want to try to get epics, obviously, and you want to try to go all the way up to the highest level you can, because the higher the level, the more you're producing. Again, I would personally go with commons early on. Level 1, I would take 5, skip a level to go to level 3. At level 3, I might chance just 3 cards to try to get rare. And if that works, I would probably let that one cook there. Then I would restart with 5 commons of the same one, skip level 3, and try to get the rare again. And I would just keep repeating that process until I got 3 rares. And once I got 3 rares, I would try to get a level 5 with the 3 rares and hope for an epic. And then you're going to have to kind of continue that, especially if you're not buying or you don't have extra money to purchase. Those are going to be the main ways. I think this game is going to be really dominant for a while. They have a lot planned and they have a good sized team and they're building it very fast. Because they've built similar games, they already have a lot of this code available. So when you don't have to recode something from start and it's already bug tested and everything, it makes it a lot easier to mold it into something that you could use for another area like the Wax blockchain. This is going to be another Wax game, and Wax is just crushing it. They want to be number 1 in the space, and as I said, they are already contesting number 1, and the game's not even out. Definitely go ahead and check out Warspace. I'll go ahead and have the link down below, and you can go into the game here and just click on demo, and this will load the demo for you and give you a good idea of what's going on. Here is each slot where your buildings can go. And you have, mine if you want to mine, craft if you want to go ahead and craft, you can choose this. You can see here, like I said, lumber requires stone and gold. Gold is required for pretty much everything, so gold's going to be pretty important as well. It's very tough to see what's going to go ahead and get ahead, but I would go ahead and stick with just one resource personally. I think being self-sufficient is going to be a negative and slow you down. I think by going with one specific land, it will go ahead and speed that land up, and you just have to go ahead and play the market and sell what you're making and get the other. So if I was trying to get all quarry, which is kind of what I'm thinking of doing right now, I would go ahead and have this producing, and I would take this stone and sell it to buy wood with it. And then I would just keep rinse and repeating until I have enough wood to make another one, and then I would sell the stone to get gold. And I would also need to be getting food and gold to produce everything. This demo is just that, it's a demo. It's several months old, they said. They have newer stuff that is on time and everything's looking good, and they're ready to go ahead and get going. The question is, are you? What is your strategy? Do you think I'm right? I guess my key factors were start with commons, skip level 2 with the 5 smart blend, and then at level 3 start to try to get rares. That's my number 1 thing. Number 2, I think food's going to be hard to get in the beginning, but then eventually I kind of think stone's going to be the one. Wood offers double the amount of stone, and they both use the same amount when crafting. I don't think wood's going to be as big as stone is. I personally think stone is going to be the one to go with. Of course, gold is probably going to be king all the time, but out of these three bottom ones, I would probably go quarry. And that's my thoughts. I'll have all the links down below if you want to check it out and join the game, and I'll definitely see you in it. I'm going to have some more videos on this, so if you enjoyed them, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, and I will get some updated ones for you. Thanks so much for the view.